Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Lenny and Friends. I just want to make sure that I informed you on what really happened last episode, because it seems like there is some misconception on really who's the captain of this crew.
You're not the captain.
So while everyone else was stuffing their faces, I was actually out going and getting food for the slaves. You know, real heroes work.
You were supposed to stay on the ship.
After that, I needed a way to get around, so I ended up getting myself a sweet deal on this junk cycle. I went out to go get papers for our ship, like a true captain. And while doing so, I ended up hearing gunfire in the distance, and then I realized another day needed saving. I went towards the gunfire, full throttle, to see my henchman in the middle of a firefight in the market. So I rode up on my junk cycle and dropped it right on top of that showbod like a goddamn hero.
I'll give you that one.
Good thing I got that warranty. Anyways, after saving the day, we went to Fritz's house, had a couple beers, and then headed back to the ship. When we got to the port, we were told it was impounded and received a mysterious summons from a Mr. W.
It's an M for mouse.
That night, we stayed at the Leaky Beaver, had a couple best-sized beers, and I won a game of cards with Moz. The following day, we went to the Dire Flats bar in the Hive Market to see Mr. W. As the captain, I led my crew of henchmen down into the fancy underground club, where we were met by yet another fucking rat.
Now that's just blatantly racist.
While Bama was failing at negotiations with W, I had to step in and do something because Bama lacks the leadership skills and was about to get us killed. So I had to woo everyone at the table with my strong jaw and charismatic personality, and that's when I struck the deal to save the slaves and the ship.
We're all gonna die.
Welcome back to tonight's episode of Quantum Infinitum. Just a silly little game where I GM some of my closest friends through a campaign of Starfinder. Technically it's a role-playing game, but actually it's more just like an improv troupe with a little bit of dice rolling.
There we go.
I don't know what that was, but apologies for that.
Go ahead and mute it too.
I did.
No, the entire computer.
Go ahead. Keep going. Keep talking, Chaz.
So that's the basic concept of the show. I'm Chaz K. I'm your dungeon master or game master. And,
The actual audio input is lower.
Before we get into the recap for last week's episode, does anybody have anything that they want to put out into the world?
Love, peace, and harmony amongst all races.
And good luck.
Death and destruction to you all.
Whoa.
Well, that's
I don't need your negativity in my life today.
Wonderful sentiments all. I'm very proud of you.
I figure I just gotta do the polar opposite of you guys.
You're just gonna completely. We have
Murder.
3 wishes, and you wasted 2 of them.
This isn't mine.
He's the yang to your guys' yin.
This is mine. Sorry.
Sweet. Before I get into the recap, I do want to just give a shout out to the charity Child's Play. Is a charity that we every week try and push for. We're partnering up with them. They're really amazing. What they do is they take in donations and they buy video game systems and board games and RPG books, and they take them around to hospitals and franchises for wayward kids all across the United States. So even if you're not going to have anything to do with us anymore, you're like, you know what, this is dumb, we encourage you to at least go over, check out Child's Play, see how you can donate, see how you can get involved, because they're doing amazing work over there. We really love those guys. So if you can help out in any way, please do. All right. Are you guys ready to get into tonight's game?
Alright, guys, it's time to get to work. You heard the man. We gotta go take down some dudes in the mine.
Lux with us
Clear it
still?
out.
No, Lux is with M.
I forgot.
M said that he was going to keep Lux in good company while you guys are off on your journey and
I don't
make
even
her feel
wanna-
very comfortable.
Straightforward fight and flush operation.
What?
Well,
Are we
what-
outside?
Yes, you
We
guys
go
are
in, we
outside
fight them, and they
of
flush them out.
You guys have gone upstairs,
Fight
you
and
went through
flush.
the little crappy
Bar.
above bar, and you guys are now standing outside. The streets are unpaved. They're just, it's covered, just the red
Finishing
dust
off
is,
my margarita that I
kind
grabbed.
of,
My
as
space
people
margarita.
are bustling all around as busy as that bazaar was in Arl City, the Hive Market seems to be that 1,000-fold. There are merchants everywhere, screaming all sorts of wares, selling everything from exotic fabrics to weird smelling foods. There's buildings stacked on top of each other where merchants are selling things through windows and yelling and screaming deals and prices for the day. Speeders are overhead as people are hustling, bustling. Pretty much almost every single race that you've come into contact with, you can probably find here in the hive markets.
Okay. So the big thing is that we don't know anything about these people that are in these mines. They could be slaves just like the ones we have on our ship.
Well, he just said to get them out of there. He didn't say how.
Yeah, it's very true, but I'm still worried about what that means for them.
Right. So if they're slaves, we free them and take them with us.
Yeah, I guess it worked last time, so...
Yeah.
Well, I guess.
But I don't know how much room we got left on that ship.
Yeah,
We
I
can
think
cram a
we're.
couple more in
I
there.
think we're pretty much packed.
I don't know if we can fit an entire mine's worth more.
That sounds like quite a bit.
Well, you know what? Why don't we go there and we'll cross that bridge when we come to it?
We can steal another
because
ship.
my sister is still, your cousin is still with M.
You don't have to remind me.
These, they're not mines per se, they're potential mines. It's essentially
Yeah.
a cavern system that is rich with the ore fasterite.
I'm gonna turn on the air conditioning.
So, it's not technically a mine as of yet. He wants
Okay.
to turn it into one.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
there's
yeah.
people residing in the caves.
He just said whatever's in there, he wants it cleared out.
Okay, got it. All right, well, let's go.
You say that he wants it to
What if there's
mine.
Space bears.
I don't know. I want an owlbear.
I want a space beer.
You say the thing that we gotta consider is this is a cave that they're going to be mining gas out of, essentially.
It's an ore. It's
Yeah.
the same ore that you guys were mining in
Yeah,
the muck.
yeah, but that stuff was highly explosive. So
So that makes it really easy to just blow it all up and flush everyone out.
But I'm pretty sure he wants the ore intact.
Good guys.
Are we? Are you?
I mean,
They
we
might
try
be.
to be, but sometimes it goes a little haywire in that department.
Even the best laid plans of mice and men oft go awry.
Mice and lizards.
Do you
Mice
think
and
Yosoki
androids.
call things of low quality ratty?
They might. I could still see that.
I think that's the title of this episode. The best laid plans of mice and Vesk.
And an android that no one can fucking guesses what he's gonna do.
I know he's gonna do stab. Like without. He's just.
All right, guys, let's go to these caves.
He did not give you any sort of time. He even was like,
You
do this
stabbed
right
a
away.
dude with a swoop
He
bite.
didn't put any sort of time. You obviously,
saving you.
There's the implication of like
You're
get
welcome.
it done sooner rather than later. But he wasn't like you need to leave right this second to go do it. He's like I know an operation takes time to set up and prepare. So if you guys have anything that you guys want to do ahead of time, don't feel that you guys are rushed to head straight there.
I mean, if I had the money, I'd do all sorts of shit. But
Yeah, we're
I have
kinda short on
162 credits, so I cannot buy a grenade launcher.
Yeah.
That's your
I'm
most
kidding.
recent
I've
goal.
already looked it up.
All right, well,
I need a shotgun. I need a grenade launcher.
I know that.
So, I'm gonna take the Molotov that I made. I'm gonna take it out of my pack and then just unpop the cloth out of it. You're like, I guess this is kind of useless. So, if anybody, yeah, that's what I thought. This social drinking robot. Hands
Why
it-
would you say it's useless? That's not useless. That's
Definitely
an
not
explosive.
useless.
I grab it from his hand. I attempt to grab it as he's drinking
Go ahead
it.
and roll opposed dexterity checks.
Right.
Oh, Dex. You're screwed.
Probably.
I wasn't expecting this.
Everybody
I rolled-
misunderstands the gravity of the
12.
situation.
Yeah,
Yeah, so he goes to drink it, pause, you go to grab it, and he's like,
Uncanny. What the uncanny?
grabs like a passerby and just kind of moves him in your way and kind of brushes him. And then there's this kind of an older woman grayish blue tinted skin is kind of wrapped up. It's like, as you kind of bump into her and she kind of.
So Vesk is
skirts off.
Maz is up, visibly, like openly annoyed, and just like that's one less asset that we don't have.
Well, I mean, at least it's not going to be a problem. I mean, the last thing I would want is for that thing to go off and then.
Molotovs don't just go off. Like that's not really a thing
Well,
they do.
yeah, but I don't want any possibility of us being ejected out of this cave like a cannon.
I don't understand the problem.
It'll be fine. So
We have hair. That's
back.
what makes us squishy and
that's
nice
exactly
to
where
touch.
it's at, by the way.
Very
you
nice to
tied it
touch.
to your belt.
Yeah.
Is
That
this
just sounds
entire
creepy.
campaign just like a rehash of Mice and Men? Like,
He's actually named Lenny, so.
Oh no!
oh
Go ahead and take inspiration.
Shouldn't I be called?
no! Who, me?
No, Cody.
Oh,
We're
Cody.
pointing out.
Yeah,
pointing
good
out Lenny.
idea.
Best laid
So,
plans
yeah,
of
is there
mice
anything in
and-
particular you guys want to do?
Yeah.
Anywhere you want to go?
I don't have the money to do
All right.
anything, so I mean,
I
Maz
think
has
we
already
all know where we
stated
have to go.
is super just
I would like to gather
all right,
information
let's
first.
go do the thing. Got a job? Do the job. Time to do the job.
Okay.
I'm
No,
running to
I
the store real
understand
quick.
that you're
You
cautious,
want to head to a
man.
store?
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, there's all sorts of shops.
completely
all,
right, actually.
all around the place. It doesn't take you very long. There's this kind of looks like a rusted out building. The doors kind of half hanging off. There's like big rust holes in it. The sign's kind of squeaks.
What is he trying to
in
buy
the
now?
Wind. That just kind of says general goods.
I would like to go look for information. Maybe look for like somebody that looks dirty, like he's been working in a mine or something.
Okay.
Maybe.
Just so I can get an
Seems
idea
really
as to
shocking.
what we're going
Just then
into.
I actually
Okay.
have a ranged weapon.
I don't think that there's
I'm
going
gonna
to be
come along
anything.
with him.
Though.
With
Yeah.
Lennox or
With Bama.
Okay.
I don't think that there's going to be anything that's going to propose a problem that we aren't ready to deal with
'Cause you
we
said
just
that
kind
out
of got
loud,
out of
right?
a giant cave.
Can't afford a shot.
But
Correct.
it's worth the
Sure.
caution.
Let's say it.
Okay.
Hopefully, it's not more electric space dragons.
Okay.
Yeah.
What are
Shotgun's
those
a
called?
shotgun.
I buy two things.
Oh, those electro
Electro
wars.
Wars.
Sorry.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
Just standard cash as far as like everything goes, right? Or credits.
Yeah, pretty
Okay.
much. I mean, there's all sorts of different things, but credits are usually universally accepted everywhere.
Okay.
Everywhere has their own sort of currency or economic-based society, but credits are generally accepted pretty much everywhere in the packed world.
It's
All
weird
right.
that you said that because
So,
I
I'm
immediately
buying
started
that.
to think of Minox.
And
What do you?
the scatter gun
Did you go
utility.
into? Did you go into the shop?
Yeah.
Okay. So you walk in. There's a couple people kind of browsing. Doesn't look like it looks a little slim in there. Doesn't look like there's a whole lot. There's this long red and silver kind of looks a little bit old and torn down bench with these looks like metal grates that kind of are from keeping the shop owner from the rest of the patrons.
Is this Borderlands 2? The
Hmm?
dude behind the metal grate?
There is
Old fat guy behind the
it
friggin'.
is not an old
No,
fat guy.
it's Force Awakens. 1/4 portion.
You walk in and there's this this large red-skinned saurian type humanoid. And it kind of looks a little bit like Maz, but has a much longer and more pronounced snout, and is not built as thick as Maz.
You say a saurian?
Huh?
A saurian?
No, saurian as in like lizard-esque.
Okay.
It's
Vest?
not. It's not.
It comes
saurian.
from
It's a-
dinosaur.
Is that
It's
a
a-
saurian? Or aren't you a vest?
Sor-
He's a
I'm a
vest.
vest.
Yeah.
Saurian.
Saurians.
It is.
Saurians were from the other game.
It's an
Oh.
Akeshti.
Oh, okay. Right on.
But I gotcha. He's a thinner lizard.
It's Kesha.
Yes, it's Kesha.
Do they
That's
wake up in the
Kesha?
morning feeling just like P. Diddy?
Yeah.
Space P Diddy.
Space P. Diddy.
It's even worse.
Don't do this. I love Kesha.
Yeah.
All I did was chorus
Alright, so I'm
songs.
just gonna approach him.
What
Yes.
can I help you with?
Yes, sir. I'm actually here for a scattergun.
Let's see.
This is an imitated accent every time. Always meets it.
Kind of. Let me see what I have. He runs into the doesn't run, but moves into the back.
Utility, by the way.
You know? Why can't I find you? I know you're here somewhere.
I can't afford other.
You have your book right? What page is it on?
176.
76.
No.
Okay.
Also, can you snag me up a frag grenade?
He kind of comes back and kind of moves back. A little bit of for kind of a large lizard creature, he kind of moves kind of deftly. Seems he's probably a little more dexterous than Vesk. Kind of slams this kind of old, dirty, real dusty looking scattergun down. He's like, I got this one. That's all I got in stock. No frag grenades, unfortunately.
Thank God.
No frag grenades? You call this a weapon shop?
No, I call this a general good shot.
Fair enough.
Who's got you there?
Fair enough. All right.
Look around. There's weapons. There's armors. There's clothing.
How much you want for the scattergun?
It's basically a thrift shop.
Yeah, I was thinking of like a grocery store that just happens to have a scattergun.
235? Fair enough. And then you have ammo.
I might have some. Hey, look. He kind of pulls out his box and kind of clinkles around. It seems to be all loose. It's not even. It's not. It's just like a
That's
big.
even better.
Looks like almost like a giant cigar box, but it's just filled with shells. Just loose shells of various sizes.
That's what my emotions look like.
Oh, wow.
Drink more of that.
Thanks.
It's fine. Today's fine.
Just
but
pass
it's
her
fine.
the wine today. Let's.
So he puts
Sure,
those
somebody can
down.
watch us and judge how fast
and
or slow.
This Lashunta like walks up to the counter too. He's like, sorry, I don't mean to intrude. Do you have any MK stims out in the back? I have a few. How many do you need, friend?
Who was it?
Just two.
Was this someone to recognize or something?
No, it's just another Lashunta.
Okay.
Like as like he sees you kind of looking at the scattergun and stuff like that, he kind of walked up to the guy asking if he had any MK stims, which is essentially
Just a health.
replenishes your stamina.
Yeah.
That might be good.
Who needs
I'm sorry. SK. MKs are health. SK is
Stamina.
stamina.
Are we at max health and
You should
stamina,
get-
by the way?
Yeah, you guys should all be.
Yeah, we all
MK.
rested and stuff.
'Cause
Yeah,
I
I
can
should be,
recover
I just-
SK. Like I can recover stamina, but I can't recover health.
How much money do you think I got?
I don't know, probably more than the rest of us because he
Yeah, which
seems
is why he's
sneaky.
buying me, like, he's about to buy me a shotgun and, like, something
Oh,
else.
are
that's
you
not
there
legit.
with him?
No.
Are you not?
Unless he dragged me over, not necessarily.
I'm not with him.
I know what he's doing because he asked me.
In the meantime,
Maz does not
go
know what
ahead
he's
and
doing.
roll a perception
Can I assist?
with assist. So go ahead and roll advantage.
Advantage.
Bama.
Are we all rolling
she,
that?
she,
No,
she
no,
puts
no.
the visors over his eyes so you can see better.
What do
12,
your rag
15.
eyes see?
So is that all you're gonna need, friend?
Shotgun rounds, yeah.
Yeah.
To
All
see
right.
what their special health.
15,
I'll
20.
tell you what.
My
I'll throw in all
friend.
the rounds I got, which looks to be about 6. Throw them in for an extra 5 credits. 240.
It's so expensive.
5 credits for the MK stims.
We're gonna be here forever.
Times are tough, friend.
17 plus things.
17 plus
I'm assuming
three.
it's cheap as dirt, right?
So expensive.
Sounds really cheap.
He's kind of looking at you and kind of this
17 plus.
really long claw just kind of scratches underneath his chin. I'll tell you what, I'll give you everything for 200. How about that?
Deal. I like even numbers.
All right then.
They're
How do
easier
you
to
have
subtract from my
200
character.
credits?
Because he.
Don't you
What,
worry.
what the fuck do you think? Because he's a slimy bastard.
Judgment.
Wait, I'm a slimy bastard that's buying things for people.
That doesn't make you not a slimy bastard.
I haven't bought anything for me yet.
You convinced a car rental salesman to accept and apologize for a bike you blew up. You gave him the handlebars
You know what?
and said, "Give me a new one."
That was
and
really
got
useful.
2 bikes out of it.
I got the second one. I just want to put
I
that
never
out
said
there.
it wasn't useful, but that doesn't make him not like he. To say
It's
he
for
is
the
not
greater good.
slimy.
One of those is mine. I just like to put it out there and remind everybody.
Are you guys having this argument over comms?
Yes.
That's not a very because that's not Maz in character. Maz is just
if
like
you really
free
wanna
bike, like he doesn't give a shit.
Down to that.
What? I'm
So
sorry,
you
what?
now have a utility
Bastard.
scattergun with 6 rounds.
Alright. Go ahead and put that in your inventory, by the way.
Go ahead.
Do you need?
I get super excited at a new toy. Like, even though it's like the cheapest
It's not there
shotgun.
quite yet, but it will be.
Can I see the stats on it?
Literally 31 credits more than me.
Even after buying that.
Yes.
So while Linux is doing that and Maz is off doing whatever Maz does.
Oh, yeah.
You guys are kind of
176.
walking around. What did you get for your perception or your search?
20.
A 20. You kind of just like
Not
looking
natural.
around. You kind of walking
When in
around,
doubt,
kind
buy
of poking around,
protection.
listening to people, overhearing conversations.
It'll pay off.
Talking about like, being down at
He
the
tucks me in at night.
being
Buys
being
me
down at the
shotguns.
bounty and how fucking crazy everything's getting. Someday they're gonna make it out to the wall city of Marl.
Utility, right?
Yeah, the
all sorts of
utility
different
one.
conversations, kind of in various
You got
languages.
6
Some that you
shells.
recognize, some that you
Mhm.
don't. Eventually, you kind of you see these 2 guys that are kind of covered in like everyone's sort of covered in like a reddish
You know what I'm saying?
film of sand and dust as the wind on
Hmm?
Akiton is just
So it's a
constantly
blast.
whipping this
Yeah.
loose sand
So-
around.
So I have
all
6
the
shells
time.
for it.
These guys are covered in like a darker,
15-foot range.
almost black soot type substance, and they like almost their whole faces except for like clear spots right over their eyes. As these 2 Lashoons are like sit down at this like outdoor bar, and just like 2 please, and they kind of sit down and are having a drink.
Okay.
Start talking about their day.
I will pay for the drinks.
Okay, so you
That's a good move,
you
Bama.
just walk up and you like just climb up on a chair next to them and like just I got these.
Yeah.
Or how you do it.
And I'm gonna climb up into the chair next to him.
Okay.
That's
Where
exactly
are they
what I'm
at?
gonna do.
They're just at like a
Oh,
little
minus one
outside
shell,
bar.
So 5 shells.
Yeah.
How much do I need to take off for them?
Just like as a backup.
No, because there's going to be something I might do.
Oh, okay, so
You have a
we're
feeling.
gonna
I
take
have a
off 2
feeling.
credits because we're gonna get some too, just so
Okay.
that we don't look
So-
fucking insane.
Okay. They kind of
Proficiency?
both look at you and then they go
Do I?
kind of
Is it
raise
not
their
just
glass
this,
at you and then
I have
go
smaller
back to their
arms.
conversation.
No, I mean for me.
I cannot wait to get off this planet, man. Dude, you tell me, man. I'm ready to get out of here any day now.
Where are you guys trying to go?
You're. Hey, you for the drink, little one.
Names.
My name's.
Hey, your name's your name.
Name's Grandma. My brain completely shut off.
I was waiting for you to just be like, my name's
Frank?
Bam! Damn! I
Are
mean,
you
I
having
thought
a
he was
stroke?
gonna use a fake name.
No, I'm just really tired.
And I'm dizzy.
It's a pleasure to meet you too. I'm
why are you
Toby.
talking to these people?
We're trying to
This is
get
Gil.
information on the cave.
Hi,
systems.
Toby and Gil.
Howdy.
Where do you guys work?
We're doing some expanding on the airfield, the spaceport. Underneath fixing there's a big old leak down there.
Oh, wow.
Fixing that up.
You know, space leak at the port.
There's a problem with one of the refueling lines. It's been
Oh, he has to actually make it make sense.
it's been kind of backed up. You guys don't care.
I liked it better when it was leaking planes.
Anyways,
Space
what do we owe
planes.
the pleasure of this company?
Well, we're trying to find out a little bit about cave system.
You're not from around here? I mean, exactly. There's caves all over the place.
Well, I am from out
A
here.
particular cave system.
Yeah.
What was it called?
I don't remember.
He said it was off to the west, and it was near the Dal Dawat.
It's
Miles
a
was
cave
here,
near the
just
Dal
over there.
Dawat.
Oh, Dal Dawat, that's over there.
Right.
That's the, it's over by the
Did you say east?
Cronian Sea.
West.
There's all sorts of cave systems down there. Hey, didn't your cousin, you worked down in like a little factory down there, didn't he? Yeah, I did.
What's it like over there?
I mean, it's kind of like it is everywhere.
Right, but like, what kind of
hot,
people live out there?
Dusty.
Hot and shitty.
I don't know. There's tons of people who live all over.
Do people live in the caves?
Not that I know of. You might find an odd critter or two. Or, I know that the Contemplative, they have their little weird home base they have, but that's like further west to the Cronian Sea, ain't it? Yeah, it is.
What kind of critters?
Well, I mean, there's all sorts of them around here. You got your big old Akiton eels. You got your Vashtis. You got pretty much anything that's out there. Big old fucking sand eels. Those ain't no joke.
Yeah, we've seen those.
Have we?
Yeah,
Yeah, fine.
we saw him coming in.
We used to live here, also.
That's fair.
I'm looking up blast right now. See what it does. I'm kind
Yeah.
of curious.
Exact time. There ain't a whole lot that live out here. If you go further north where the poles are, it's the only place that gets a little bit different.
Have
Bounty,
you-
But I don't go there no more. I ain't going anywhere near the bounty.
Why?
Have you?
What's the bounty?
Oh, no, you seriously? You ain't from around here.
She should.
Should I know?
Shouldn't she?
Huh?
Should I know what that is?
Yeah, you know what This would know what the bounty is.
Okay, what is that?
The bounty is, so they're, what is it? I think it's Avadar Corps. I think that's who did it. But Avadar Corps, they started trying to terraform Akiton many, many years ago, shortly after the gap, but it never took. So that there's one like large plot of land just out in Akiton that is lush with large green trees and vines, but it had to be abandoned because whatever they were doing changed the species around there, and that is where the actual Akitonian eels. They didn't exist until the bounty, and their hunting ground seems to be the area surrounding the bounty. So the further away from the bounty you get, the less likely you are to run into one of these things.
Okay. Now, have you ever heard anything about like a slave society out in those parts? I mean, I've only ever heard legends, but
Yeah, but
I mean, I know there's
can't
I
hide
hear there's
damage.
legends out down the
I don't have anything for
Jaga,
that.
where they kind of where they say a lot of there's probably some
They don't
slavers
really
out
have
there and
multiple
stuff.
people
No, I mean, I wouldn't put it
Yeah.
past most of these criminal taps out here to have a couple slaves running around, but for the most part, I know of. The Cronian Sea, there's just a big giant cave system, and people go down there looking for their fortune. There's lots of unexplored area down there.
Well, buddy, I will say thank you very much.
You're more than welcome.
I'm gonna get him another round.
Oh, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Yeah, if you guys are heading west, there's the Contemplative, and then there's the Irradiated City, which is a little bit down your southwest. And then, just be on the lookout for the Roman Akeshti tribes. Most of them are nice enough, but some of them don't like to be bothered by other folks. Just you're heading out that way.
Okay. And would we know what the Akeshti tribes are exactly?
Yeah, they're the skinny tall lizards.
They're the big red lizards.
Okay.
Or not skinny, sorry.
They're thinner. They're skinny
Less
in
muscly.
In comparison to lions. In comparison to the Vesk, they're small. They're light.
In
more
comparison.
in comparison to Vesk.
Yeah. In comparison to the
and
roller
the
coaster
Akeshti,
of a
like,
race
there
that is Vesk.
There are some that are, there's many Akeshti that have integrated into society and hang around in the city of Arl and the Hive Market and.
Oh, they were like native here, weren't they?
Yeah.
Okay.
They're one of the native tribes here, but they're also kind of like there are also just pockets of random tribes that kind of stick to their own and kind of are more nomadic and they kind of spread around. Shobad tend to be down south, while the Akeshti seem to be more western, northern.
Okay. I think we have what we need. Honestly.
Well, all right, friend. Thank you again for the drinks, and it was a pleasure to make your acquaintance.
It was nice to meet you too.
Right before I leave, I ask him, do you know if this guy, Am, can be trusted to leave
Real subtle. Just
can be trusted to go
Can his word be trusted?
yes. That's thank you.
Can, the one thing you can guarantee with M is you don't want to be in his pocket. But from what I hear, M's gonna do what's best for M. If you can turn him a profit, then it's all right for the book.
All right then.
But
Oh, I'm gonna be deep
he
in
is
that pocket.
I barge into the bar. I'm just like, guys, Linux bought me a shotgun. Check it out.
oh Jesus!
No, I haven't brought it to you just yet.
Oh,
Not
too
yet.
late.
Not yet.
Wait.
Too late. It's already happened.
Yeah, it's right there. Mom.
Because I was waiting for the interaction to finish, so that's why I can be.
All right.
There's a special way of Linux presenting this to you.
All right. We will rewind it. Quick little vignette, like little sparkly wiggly lines.
Mm-hmm.
Let's try the Scooby-Doo item.
Reverse.
And then what happened?
So, Maz.
All
You
right.
guys just hear
How you doing, robot buddy?
comms.
Like, give me a slap in the back. Like,
Oh no, this is through the comms while I'm
Oh,
still
okay.
in the shop.
well, that's the same reaction. How you doing there, robot buddy?
Where are you?
I am outside, patrolling the area and keeping an eye on things and making sure that we are safe and good to go for the mission.
I got you a little present, pal.
I'm on my way.
We're gonna
So I like
get
walking
on
the
our,
shop.
We're gonna get on my bike and then we're gonna
Well, hang on, I'm gonna
Yes,
barge
right.
into your bar first. This is all happening while you guys are having that conversation.
Yeah, and then so that's when I'm gonna present to you the shotgun.
So I just like kind of pick it up and just like, and it's just like dusty and shitty
Yeah.
as you described it. Just like, and this big old toothy lizard smile pops up. And he's like, yeah. And just like sweep it off, and he just like opens, just like, oh, this thing's a piece of garbage. He's like looking at it, like counting the shells. He's like, awesome, and like kind of slings it over
5
his
shells.
back.
Okay.
Super excited about it.
All right.
Like super nonchalant about the fact that like this thing's awful.
Yeah, totally.
Oh man,
and
I
then-
wonder if
and
this
then-
thing really.
Was there
fires.
anything else to that?
No,
I
that's
immediately run off. Like I'm just like awesome, and then I leave like
I'm
a
following
happy
right
Out the
puppy.
door, and you just hear the comms just like, "Where are you guys?"
Yeah.
I'm following right
And
behind.
then I barge into the bar like waving the shotgun. I'm like, guys, check out my new gun.
Wave it.
I'm right behind him, by the way.
Like as it happens, like bunch of people like just duck down. There's a couple people that pull out their weapons, ready
Oh,
to go.
Miles, put that away.
Dude, look how.
Put it away.
Look at it, it's covered in rust and dirt. It's awesome.
As he
That
busts
thing
through
is
the door, Toby, he kind of jumps in front of you and pulls out a pistol.
No, it's okay.
I'll roll charm real fast here. That's a 17 plus a whole hell of a lot.
Yeah, these 17s.
Oh, it's not charm. What is it?
Diplomacy.
Oh, diplomacy. That I don't have, but I
Yeah,
still
you-
have
yeah, you
bonuses
have
for it.
You
diplomacy.
should have diplomacy.
Yeah,
That's
no,
your
I
thing.
have it, but
Yeah, you put this in disguise by accident.
okay.
See, I know your character sheet
24.
better than you do.
24. What are you trying to do?
Everybody, calm down. He is just an enthusiast, and he's very excited about his new
Look, it's an antique.
about his new fixer-upper.
Everyone kind of like looks around trepidatious and just like people start to stand back up. The music begins to swell again as the sound of chatter begins to
Moss.
echo throughout the air.
He's like,
Kind of like Toby just kind of like,
He literally looks
alright,
down the barrel.
if you say so.
he's not that.
Listen,
He's
Thank
you,
stupid,
though.
but he knows
that was
guns.
very kind.
Well, I mean, you.
Doesn't keep him from like waving it at other people.
I was telling me.
But yeah, he doesn't point it at
Moss,
himself.
you
Yeah.
cannot
Oh,
come
it's
into a place.
it's fine.
It's not
They're
fine.
fine.
It's
It's a
not fine,
bar
Moss.
in Akiton. They're fine. Everyone's terrified. Like it's a
Most
swings
people
up.
are not like. Most everyone's just kind of went back to their business.
It's actually
now that it's
26.
calmed down. Everyone kind of puts their pistols away. Yeah.
I'm not gonna shoot anybody yet. That's it.
Okay.
He slings it on his back and
Where's my anger?
orders
still?
a beer to go.
Okay. You walk up to the thing, and then you don't see anything at first, and then you just kind of catch this out of the corner of your eye from on the other side of the bar. There's this like this purple hue as it comes around the bend of this bar. There is what looks to be maybe about a foot and a half worth of just tiny, skinny body. With 4 arms with 3-pronged fingers on each one.
A foot and a half tall.
Yeah, but
Like super short?
like floating in
Okay.
the air. And on top of it is what looks to be a large exposed brain that has this weird purple glowing energy all around as it just kind of floats around. As people are putting their drinks down, the same blue energy kind of surrounds the drink and it floats up in front of them as the credits are picked up and
I
put
think
behind
I
the
might
bar.
throw up. I don't know what.
So
that
I
is,
look
but
at him
it's
just like,
gross.
hey, brain tender, come here. I need a drink.
As
I'm
you
a little
clap, you're just
weirded out.
you don't hear it. It's
When
just
did Akiton
in the
turn
back of your
out this
head.
way?
I don't know.
You just kind of you hear his voice like, "You don't need to do that." As it just kind of whispers into your head. You can hear it, but it's already in your
And I
head.
like kind of loudly just say like, what's that?
I know what you want. And as like you were clapping,
What's what, buddy?
This,
I don't understand what you're getting
drink
at.
just kind of floats in front of you and sits down.
Maybe we can ask him.
I like
about
look
the
at you
keys.
guys and it's
He's
like,
pretty
guys,
smart.
this bar is amazing. They have flying beer.
I'm gonna get one as well.
You put down your half credit or whatever. And,
I'm gonna think at him
I'm assuming
about
mine
the
is in,
cave,
like,
and I'm
bottle
gonna
of-
ask him about the cave in his head.
Do you even know to do that?
I just heard that.
Oh.
I thought I heard. Isn't
no,
it?
only
No, only I heard.
Oh. Never mind.
it. Also, the walls in this place talk. Did you guys know that?
I like that you were like flying beer, you guys. And there might be a psychic, but flying beer.
I'm making a mess of myself.
But most of you guys would recognize these. Probably had a couple run-ins with them. These are the Contemplative. They're another resident of Akiton.
I still don't like them. They're just
They're
They're
a long
gross.
time ago. Their bodies, their minds evolved so much as that their bodies essentially just became these tiny husks that don't really do anything. As everything is controlled by just this giant.
Yeah, man, we're all just wearing
Exposed
meat
brain.
suits. It's nuts.
So
Organ bags and meat suits.
I don't.
So anyway,
I,
I see his large brain, and I think to myself, boy, that guy seems smart.
Okay.
I'm gonna ask him, hey, do you know anything about those caves over by, what was it called again?
The Arconian Sea.
Daldowat.
Place
The
town.
Arconian
West of
Sea.
here.
Irconian.
Irconian.
I know many a thing. As this voice kind of reverberates inside of your skull.
Weirdly raspy for a brain, like telepathic brain voice. Anyways.
Yeah?
Uh,
You imagine how...
Have you heard his thoughts? Jesus Christ.
okay. So,
What is it you would like to know?
we're supposed to do a thing, and you're speaking inside my head. And this is an odd sensation. But anyway, we're supposed to clear out this cave?
Who are you talking to?
Yeah, you guys hear Diz just talking out loud.
I look at her,
It's a
and
good
she's looking at the brain thing,
conversation.
and then I look back, and I know what she's doing. I'm just... And Moss just shouts out, it's like, we're looking for a cave system, we gotta empty it.
Yes.
And as this happens, it reverberates into your skull as well. And essentially...
When I say cave thing, I say the name of it. Pretend I said the actual name.
Well, it doesn't have a name.
It's just somewhere.
It's just a cave to the west.
Yeah,
Oh, is
somewhere
it?
near
Oh,
Daldowat.
He said it was near Daldowat and the Arconian Sea. That's
Okay.
the information that was given to you.
Did we get coordinates?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Okay, can I think the coordinates of the brain thing?
sure. You do, and the same thing as
like,
you guys
I'm
are
a
all now
fucking
sitting
bartender.
together. The voice reverberates in all four of your heads. As you relay like this information to him, you give him the coordinates. The Aconian Seas. I have not been there in some time. There are many a cave unexplored in the Aconian Seas. Take heed. Most do not come back.
Yeah,
Now,
we.
if you'll excuse me, I have to set up for karaoke. He floats away.
I quit. I fucking quit. We're done. Oh my god. Some fucking alien dickhole comes up and starts singing More Than a Feeling.
God damn it.
So pure.
What did you do? I read half of that.
Go ahead.
Not necessarily here, but
Yeah,
in
yeah,
between
go
that.
ahead
and
and-
that.
Swear to God, if you try to drink brain juices, I'm done. I'm out.
No, it's something to do with my shotgun.
Oh.
Can I
Yeah,
see this?
you can go ahead and make an attempt at that.
But,
Not now.
Oh, okay. Good.
You guys don't get to see this.
thank you for the advice.
I was just like,
Welcome.
Have fun karaoke.
Fun at karaoke.
It's my least favorite time of the day.
As it should be.
Floats away.
We need to get out of here
As it-
before it starts and Miles starts singing.
how much longer until karaoke, by the way?
No.
God damn it. No, we
Actually,
got
this
shit
could
to
be
do.
fun.
Oh, fuck me.
No, we gotta save Flux.
As I'm drinking the beer.
Drinking beer, like your android friend is just kicking back beers. Like, you know what? We could wait for karaoke.
You know, we haven't had any fun since we were slaves.
They're not feeding Lux.
You don't know that.
Yeah, he said. Like,
Did he?
there's a reason why we're kind of on a timetable.
Okay. I wasn't aware.
Is because the longer we go without completing this, the worse it gets for Lux.
Okay, let's go.
I do not have time to wow you all with my amazing, soothing singing voice, for we have a tiny, fuzzy friend to save.
God damn it, my sister ruins all
And
the
at that
fun all the
moment, I
time.
just realized we're going on a long journey. So I'm gonna go back to that general store.
No!
And
We
I'm,
don't have time.
and I'm
No,
gonna
I
go
think-
pick up. I'm gonna go pick up some essential supplies.
Supplies? We have time
So-
for supplies.
Food
Yeah.
and beer.
How are you mad
Okay.
at him going and getting
he
the
doesn't
things
have
we
any
eat?
beer. He has food, water.
You know, sensible things.
Yeah, you can probably get beer from the
Oh.
bar you were just at.
You could ask Miles to find beer. Miles will find beer for you.
Yeah.
Go on.
Just
Say
buy
for
a
like
keg
5
and
credits,
strap
you
it
got
to the
enough
Got
fucking.
enough food for everyone.
food,
But-
water for a couple.
By the
of
way,
days.
I got credits. Can I try and hunt down some extra shotgun shells?
Sure. Go ahead and roll a perception or a search.
Plus the slaves on our ship only have the food that's on the ship.
Fuck.
They don't even
Yeah.
have that.
I mean, rats. I mean,
Because I
Darn.
paid for food to get transported there, and they took it away.
5.
A
They don't
5.
have it.
So it's real
you
bad.
start just kind of banging into places and like kicking down doors, like looking for shotgun shells.
Yeah. You got any shotgun shells? Shotgun shells. No shotgun shells?
And just walking like you open it like.
that's
So
terrifying.
we sell fruit here.
So no shotgun shells.
You got karaoke?
All right, moving on.
And you walk into the next one, and there's just like this Sheeran who's sitting behind there, and just like shotgun shells. It kind of holds up these beads.
Those aren't shotgun shells. I leave.
Yeah, and you just
Nice beats though.
you don't find any place that's selling shotgun shells. But you terrified several shotguns.
So I found no shotgun
I buy an extra
shells.
bottle, and
Huh?
then I buy an extra bottle, and
Okay.
then I also get how much for if I buy stuff in bulk as far as beer goes.
If you go back to that bar, he'll willingly sell you. You want beer or do you want liquor?
Well, I want one bottle of liquor, and then friggin' like a
Like
case.
like a small case
Of beer.
Small case of beer.
A sixer.
I'm thinking an 18-pack.
Yeah, sixer is a 6-pack, not a case. Thank you very much.
For the liquor and the case of beers or whatever, you just kind of get this thought in your head. 18 credits.
Too expensive is my next
Don't be
thought.
me damn.
That's
Correcting
too
him.
bad for you.
Pay the credits.
Okay.
I just like the idea of being like
Always doing that.
I
I'm
feel
cheap.
like
frugal.
I always do Moss better when I'm a little drunk. And I feel bad about that.
I love that we started this and we were like, okay, no cursing, no alcohol.
We never said no alcohol.
Yeah, we never said no alcohol.
And then-
special episodes.
Yeah.
All episodes are
And
special,
then-
guys.
yeah, they're all snowflakes.
Wednesdays are the days that the shit hits the fan for me, so there's always alcohol
works.
How
involved.
do you
know
feel about
what?
opening another bottle of wine?
No, not yet. I'm not finished with the first one.
So yeah, you guys get all the stuff to your carts or your carts. Sorry, D&D brain.
Like,
To your junk cycles, as this is space and high technology.
space junk cycles.
Swoop bikes.
So you guys get all the stuff to your junk cycles. And you guys are packing today. This is taking you probably the better part of the day. It's not quite dusk.
Fuel?
but it's
Do we have
getting
enough
there.
fuel, or did it run off solar, or how does that work?
These junk cycles seem to be a bit of both. They run off of solar energy and also fuel. They have like a fuel reserve tank, so
Okay.
you can run them during the night. Or,
And our fuel reserves are good right now.
yeah, everything
Okay.
is topped off. You've been running off of solar energy this whole time.
Perfect. Okay, cool.
You haven't had to use any of the fuel.
Gotcha. Just want to make sure.
So it
So-
sounds like we travel only during the day.
So I'm gonna go ahead and pack everything up in the bike and stuff like that, and then freaking go ahead and get it started, get it ready.
Okay.
So and then we're gonna just head off in the direction, or what are we doing?
Yeah, we got to. I mean, the last thing I want is to return to our ship and have to like get the stink of death out of it.
Mid sentence, I already went.
Oh,
Yeah, this is
okay,
gonna
I
take
guess.
you, even with the junk cycles, it's going to take you the better part of like 2 days to get, because this is far to the west, is where the Iraconian Sea is.
You want
So-
to think to bring a tent?
Shit.
I mean, Maz uses rocks for pillows. Like, he doesn't do shit.
Tent?
Yeah, you know what? Go ahead and just collectively mark off 20 credits, and we'll say you guys have, tents.
Standard
Just standard stuff.
I want my own tent because he's gonna go with the captain's lodge.
It's just like
I
a
pay an
tent.
extra five credits to make mine a little bit more exquisite.
Why would you say that?
I picture like it's just a tent, but like his is like a nice shade of purple or something with a sign that says like "Keep out Captain's tent."
Captain's tent.
Can I do that?
Huh?
Can I pay an extra 5 credits and get a more exquisite tent?
They're all pretty standard.
You gotta set it up every
You're in the
night.
high
Remember
market.
that.
If you want like a high quality, high grade stuff, you're gonna have to head over.
Yeah, we're getting a blanket and a
We're not
couple of
doing
sticks.
in the Adari Red.
Like
Like where
in
the
the
rich people hang out. This is the
It's the flea market.
This is scumbag flea market.
Boo! Poo-poo-poo-poo.
You'll be lucky if
and
your
we'll
tent
continue.
doesn't smell like cats or something.
I'm gonna go ahead.
Space cats.
Even though you guys haven't mentioned it, I'm gonna go ahead and throw in that you guys bought a couple of cloaks and stuff as Akiton during the day out in the desert.
It is bad.
Insanely hot and bad.
Well, I got environmental suits for that. So.
Do we still have enviro suits?
How
No,
many?
someone cut holes in mine.
Oh, that's right.
No, I never cut. I cut holes in mine.
No, you tried to cut mine. Oh no, you didn't succeed.
No, I
That's
didn't.
right.
You punched me
Because
in
I
the
punched
face.
you in the face.
By the way, you're welcome for your shotgun. Don't punch
That's what you get for getting punched in the face. Buy me a shotgun.
Yeah, so it's getting to be, the equivalent of say around 5 o'clock in the evening. By the time you guys get everything you need all packed up and ready.
Traveling at night might not be a bad idea.
Oh, yeah.
But then we'd need to
But
carry
then
around a
what
bunch
if
of fuel.
more? Oh yeah. We gotta travel during the day.
We can do one. We can travel in the evenings. That's what I'm thinking.
It's
So,
gonna take longer.
I'm thinking it's gonna be cooler, and then
We have cloaks. Protect us from the sun.
Yeah. Okay.
Are you
Well,
worried about
this-
overheating?
This guy
robot?
has been in the real bad
He's
desert.
kind of. This is one of those situations where he's legitimately worrying about you, not himself.
Oh, that's fair.
okay, that's fine.
Wait, wasn't this too hot for you the second you stepped out of the ship? How are you?
He readjusted.
He's
didn't he?
he's acclimated now. It was the first initial shock of it.
It's
It's just dry and hot.
I never said anything to you guys about that. I
Well,
just,
yeah,
I
but-
just instantly said I'm staying on the ship.
Yeah. I think it's kind of obvious when you step outside and you're like, no.
No.
Because I do that daily.
Well, see, my circuits just weren't ready for it yet.
So you guys are heading straight there now, or what are you doing?
Yes, now.
Yeah.
Because otherwise Lux is.
Do you want to
in
travel
trouble.
through the night, or do you want to travel for a few hours?
Until
find a
our
place?
batteries or until our batteries and like
Our reserve.
Yeah,
Our battery reserve
they'll
dies
get
out.
low or whatever. Then we'll stop, and
Is-
then we'll sleep, and then we'll start up first thing in the morning. And then what we'll do is we'll actually freaking we'll camp out like freaking like during the hottest portion of the day.
That's a good idea.
And then we'll try to find shade and stuff like that is what we're gonna try going for.
And before
Okay,
we
so-
actually leave, would probably be a great time to cut for a break.
Ah,
I got you.
yes.
And then can I do that, check
Once we're all ready to go.
for the first night?
Yeah, you don't need to sleep. You have to like.
I mean,
Shut
if Maz
down.
has his way, we would just go straight all the way there because he's a weirdo.
He's a lizard.
Yeah, he kind of loves the heat.
I still sleep. Androids sleep. They have dreams too.
They dream of electric,
Electric
sheep.
sheep. God damn it! She beat me to it.
It's literature night.
That's the actual name of the episode. Forget the
Literature night.
mice and vest plans. It's literature night.
Okay. So you guys kind of head out of the city, head out of the hive market, shooting towards the west. Right before we're gonna take a quick break, you guys go into the batteries. Your batteries start to blink and let you guys know you got a few more hours tops.
Yeah.
Before they top out. So you guys go ahead and roll. You guys want to find some place? What are you trying to do? Just gonna out in the middle of the desert as the
Yeah, looking for a place that has some kind of
sun has
overhang.
gone down
We can find a place that's gonna block us from the wind and stuff like that. It's all
the two Akitonian moons high in the sky, kind of lighting up. It's actually pretty visible. You can kind of see this large expanse of desert. Just kind of seems to go on for miles and miles and miles.
There isn't like a tree.
There's seems to be just completely flat, almost dry lake bed type desert that you're in right at this second.
Don't like
the bright stars of the Galarian system are kind of shining down and kind of giving this cool shimmer over other thing. Over the distance, you can hear this. You see this large winged figure miles off in the distance, kind of scanning the horizon as some of the more nocturnal creatures are now coming out for the evening. You guys settle down for rest. You guys find a little bank that's kind of protect you from the wind, kind of keep you a little bit hidden.
What's the Pokemon that Ash sees in the first episode flying away?
Hoo-hoo.
24, by the way, for perception. Freaking trying to find something with overhang and stuff like that.
Yeah, you find there's like this small alcove that you kind of find like these like jagged rocks, and that's not like a full-on cave system. It's just kind of
It's gonna block the wind.
Yeah.
Kind of blocks the wind a little bit. Kind of keeps the dust out of your eyes and stuff like that. You guys settle down. You guys start a little bit. You guys pull out the travel cooker and you guys start cooking a meal, getting ready. Who's gonna go on first watch for the evening?
It's me.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
I'll wake you up.
Diz, you going on first watch? Okay. Are you gonna do it by yourself, or you guys gonna try and double up? How you guys gonna do this?
She volunteers Maz. I mean, like, before you guys can have that conversation, he's on a rock and he's snoring.
Okay, so everyone is asleep. Diz, go ahead and roll a perception for me.
It's matched with your charisma.
No.
Oh no, it's wisdom.
7.
7.
A 7? Yeah.
Dope.
Time seems to go by a little bit, and you're kind of sitting there, and like it's kind of. I mean, it's really beautiful and peaceful. You kind of forgot how beautiful Akiton can be sometimes, even though it's a kind of shithole desert. There's beauty to be found in it. As, like I said, you can hear the teams of small insect or lizard-like kind of flickering across the sky.
I'm just gonna write something down.
And as you're kind of sitting there reflecting on that, you
Oh
find
no.
yourself nodding off.
Yeah, this
Just
is
like-
You're
always
taking a
good.
second watch.
Maz.
All right.
Who's gonna?
Neems, yeah, sure.
You awaken and kind of your comm kind of goes off as you had set like a little alarm, even though Diz was supposed to wake you up. You don't find Diz anywhere. Kind of get up, walk, and you see Diz sitting on the side of one of the rocks, just kind of curled up and passed out.
Maz
She
goes and
fell asleep on
picks her up and puts her into a bedroll.
You gingerly pick her up as
Yeah.
not to wake her, set her down. It's very precious, very precious moment. And then you kind of you take your watch. Go ahead and roll a perception for me.
Wouldn't it be more of a
God damn.
willpower to stay awake? If
Huh?
that's what you're doing?
Just narratively, like she rolled just a really low perception.
Mm.
My
So narratively,
perception
you
is
thought
I didn't
6.
see anything.
6.
Wow, you guys are awful.
I rolled a 5. What do you want from me?
it was
6 total.
go ahead and
Here it is, the bad. We're gonna get
This is in the regular
surrounded
bag.
by worms from Beetlejuice.
No, just one of us is gonna end up missing. Swallowed whole.
Fuck your evil laugh.
Sir, fuck you and your stereo laugh.
And it's not gonna be me because I'm made of metal.
You can still eat.
25
I
to
mean-
your AC.
It's not gonna get digested, but there are a lot of things you can eat that
Oh,
aren't.
Well, you hit me.
So as you're kind of looking around and kind of scanning the area, you don't
When are you planning to take a break on this?
And just
Okay.
Probably
It's
right
just-
after this.
just a second.
okay. I was just making sure.
You don't realize, for whatever reason, you're humming to yourself, you're just kind of in your own world.
Practicing my version of More Than a Feeling.
Practicing your karaoke, kind of bummed you're not doing. Kind of practicing with your shotgun, kind of.
Twirling it around.
You don't catch this massive hum of a buzz that's been gathering and collecting and getting louder and louder and louder until when you do notice it, you catch a sting on the back of your neck as this large hum gets louder and louder and surrounds all around you. That's where we're gonna take a break.
All right. Cool.
Bees!
Do your
Not
outro.
bees.
Oh yeah, outro. So we are going to take a quick 5-10 minute break, and we will be back. If you guys hang out with us in the chat, thank you very much. If you guys are catching up with this on YouTube, then we will see you next week as we find out what is this mysterious thing or things that seem to got the jump on our party. You guys have a good night.